I'll say this, and I'm actually not going to be a hater today. I'm
Oh,
actually not going to be a hater today.
oh,
It's a brilliant move from JD Griffey. It's a
mm,
very brilliant move.
mm.
I I don't know if it's gonna backfire, and it's because of who he went after. He could have gone after Demo Diamond. He could have gone after Delaney Cavens. That could have easily happened to either one of these gentlemen. But Jamie Oller, the brains behind the opera, we've been on this show multiple times saying how critical Jamie Oller's role is within Set 6 with Demo Diamond. And now you add in Delaney Cavens, you have the beautiful gems. It's a brilliant move. You get rid of the brains of the operation. And now the impact of that one moment was immediate. Demo flew off the handle. And it may have served exactly the purpose JD wanted it to serve. I'm not going to be a hater today. It was a brilliant move, man. And I got listen, I don't know if he's watching. Don't really put too much stake in it. JD, kudos. Very much kudos. Game recognizes game, and if you're going to try to take down an organization, which it appears that he's been on this mission for a while, even when he was in Set 6, he wanted to get rid of it. And if I'm aiming to get rid of Set 6, that was a boss move. It was a brilliant move from him. So hate the move, by the way, but it was a great move. It was a
I
great
mean,
move.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because I'm gonna go on the other side of this and kind of counter you, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Um, I agree with you to an extent. It was a brilliant move. We've talked about how JD Griffey is a strategist. He's a technician. He's technical in and out of the ring. He's a mastermind. All of this. However, I think JD just bit off more than he can chew because,
Ooh.
as you mentioned, when it happened, Demo Diamond flew off the rails. And we've been on this show, not just talking about for Demo. We've talked about it for Brick. We've talked about it for Cavens. We've talked about it for Tatum Manning when Tatum went unhinged. With some of these wrestlers and some of this talent, when you push them past a certain point and you get that pissed off version, that angry version of them, that's not necessarily a good thing. And for JD Griffey, I think you set off a ticking time bomb, but not in your favor. Because not only do you have Demo Diamond, who's upset and is gonna want to get his lick back, Dylan Caven is gonna want to get a lick back. And then when you think about the other factors of Set 6, Man, who has been on record to be a crash out,
Yep.
Man's gonna want to get a lick back and has been on record running you down, chasing cars with a bat. We haven't really seen TJ Slater get upset a lot, but I can imagine if TJ sees it, hears it, whatever, it's only a matter of time until TJ's gonna get in the mix. So I think this is just the wrong move right now because you've got a lot of enemies. And yes, you've got LVJ. Yes, you've got Big J. You might have Alfred, maybe. I don't know. But that's not good in a war. Like you're outgunned right now. You're outmanned right now.
Mm. And remember I said it's who he went after, right?
Right.
Here's a counterpoint to what you just said. I agree with what you're saying too. The counterpoint to that is when is the last time that you've seen Demo Diamond angry and not focused? We've never seen that from him. And immediately it was like he stopped focusing and became angry. And that's why I say I think that moment served the purpose that JD wanted it to serve. Because if I have Demo Diamond frustrated, angry, even to the point where he's saying, I dropped the ball in protecting you. I dropped the ball. And now he's looking for revenge, right? We've not seen that from a Demo Diamond. He's always been calculating. He's always been a step ahead. And this is why I'm saying JD choosing that moment, that time to do that action, calculated, brilliant move, because we haven't seen Demo Diamond in this state of mind before.
That's true. And, to piggyback on that too, because Demo has been on the show before with us, and Demo has talked about how he's a student of the game. Demo watches tape. Demo goes back, even if it's bad. When Demo lost the MPX championship to Sky at Revolver, Demo went back and looked at that. When Demo has had bad matches or bad moments, he's gone back to look at those. The high moments, winning the MPX championship, winning the prospect title, cashing it in, winning the Texas Rumble. Demo has gone back to those moments and studied the tape, looked at the tape, watched it over, which is another reason why, and I agree, JD, you made a brilliant move. Kudos to you. But I think you pulled the trigger at the wrong time because, yes, you do have a frustrated Demo Diamond, and we've never seen that before. However, give Demo a couple of weeks to process, to talk it out, to study it, to see how can I take my anger and put it in my game, and now I'm the one making the plan. You don't know what I'm going to do now because, JD, you got to focus on Cavens. You've got Cavens at Destiny. Demo's sitting in the wings, and Demo is brash. Demo will say it out loud. I'm going to punch you in the jaw, and you will see it coming, or I'm going to get my get back. And it's only a matter of time. So I think it's a brilliant move. I do agree with that. I just think the trigger was pulled at the wrong moment. Because now you're frustrating the ant pile. You kick the ant pile when it's fully built, and now here they come. They're flustered. But let them make a plan. Let them make a plan and watch what happens.